Hello and welcome to Galaxy Gaming episode 16, where I'm still trying to split a crystal. I grew a second one. This is actually the second one in the pool right now. This is the first one that grew to 900. I used the grindstone, which I showed you last time. The recipe is quite simple. I used the grindstone to get the cutting up to 100%, and then I grew it back to 900. I did the same with this one. This one has a purity of 99%, something that is really hard to increment. There's not a clear way for it. Apparently, according to rumors, if it splits, then one of them will be the same cutting and one of them will be a higher cutting. So if it splits, one of them should be 100%. But I've not been able to split it. Unfortunately, the fluid placer is not in the pack. So there's a fluid interfaces and whatnot and tanks, but I haven't found an easy way to place fluids when um, when the liquid starlight is consumed. So yeah, you just have to keep an eye on it yourself. And I probably replaced about, I don't know, 8, 9 buckets. It hasn't worked. So let's just continue with what we were going to look into. And that is the celestial crystal. And for the celestial, actually I need to look at crystal. For some reason, this is a celestial collector crystal. Collector doesn't find it. I have to look for crystal, which is kind of weird. Even if I just look for celestial, I only find these ones and not the celestial collector crystal. Which it's really weird. That's the name, but it won't recognize it. Anyway, the recipe requires an attuned crystal, resonating gem, illuminating power, and stardust. Illuminating power is quite simple. It's aquamarine and glowstone, as my Minecraft freezes. Resonating gems requires us to make a new thing, which is the starlight diffuser that we'll be doing today. But first we're going to attune a crystal. Now, I don't think it really matters to which crystal we attune it. I've looked up all the constellations. As you can see, they now all appear in the sky. Well, they don't always all appear. Right now, these two appear over there. That one appears over there. Out of 5, I think there's 3 right now out there. But I did discover them all. And you can find out all the different properties and gains if you use a ritual effect. This one breaks blocks. Don't think I want that. Visio can give you flight, which is quite nice, but in this case we're only going to use it for a celestial collector crystal. Amara is a protects against mobs. I think I might do Amara just for why not. A damaging field for enemies, and a fetus is, oh, I could actually try this one, healing. Alright, let's go for that one then, which is, what was it? A fetus. So what we need to do is we need to take out a fetus, which is here. Also, I want to see if we can get new constellation papers yet, or if they're still going to say, no, still nothing here. Okay. I got 10 of these spectral relays, and a fetus only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think the center one is actually here at the attunement altar position. You can see with holding the constellation in my hand, purple sparkles appear. And I need to place the relay there. And now the sparkles have disappeared. So it's easiest if you put this in your other hand, because then you can place these relays. Probably there. There was a Botania light in the way. By the way, that also shows that Botania lights are actually not a problem, at least for the attunement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe? It's a bit hard to see. It might help if we slept, and because it's also possible that it's not in the night sky, right? And then it's not as clear to see. So let's quickly sleep and make it another night. Let's see, the purple is slightly more obvious today. This, oh, yes, I think it is. So we've covered that one. We've done this one. Another one here. I should need one more, I think. But yeah, that's exactly over the center. Now the question is Ephetus in the sky? Or will it come? See, there's one over there, so that's not technically visible yet because it's below the horizon. What did it look like again? Which one was? Okay, it's that one. So we may, because I don't see it underneath the horizon either. I can also check with the telescope if it's somewhere in the sky. Doesn't appear to be. So, okay, let's sleep again. Sleep faster. Now, let's check the next night. That's not it. It's still not showing, I think. Let's see if it's under the horizon. Not on that side. And we're going to just repeat this until it appears. Sometimes it only appears like after midnight, or so this is now night, but not midnight yet. But I don't think it's here yet, right? No. Right. Actually, we can also check, right? This one, I think only I can see that if I look at the book. So from end of the moon cycle, new moon, and the start of the moon cycle, which I would say this is. So I would expect to see it here. I would expect to see it this night. Odd. I slept 2 more nights because I realized I was looking at this the wrong way. I was looking at this one, and it looks like this one, but it's just mirrored because you need to look at it heading east, I think is where you should be looking at, and I was looking to the west. So I slept 2 more nights, 1, 2, so now this is the moon phase, which yes, if I was to look at it the other way, if we wait for it to pass, you will see it's actually looking like that. You can also hear from the sound that it has recognized the pattern. You can now see the whole star sign here. And now you're gonna see one of the coolest animations in Minecraft, I think. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to get off. How do I get off? How do I stop it? I didn't want to jump onto it. Well, I'm gonna be tuning myself. Shift is not helping, by the way. I didn't want to tune myself. I wanted to tune the crystal. Oh well. But it's still a cool animation. It's really nice. I love this one. I mean, it's all about the light, right? Starlight, light effects. And you just gotta love this. even if it's not intentional. Okay, now can I please throw you on there? And attune, yes, thank you. Okay, so now we are tuning the crystal. What this did, by the way, I got a new tab here because I aligned or tuned myself with Avitas. Right, so I think I now add more, which is actually pretty good. Are you done? Yes, you're also done. Now I'm going to break this crystal, just because it's otherwise rather annoying to have that sound the whole time. But now we have an attuned celestial crystal tuned to Avitas that we can now use for the collector crystal. But as I was going to show you, I got a perk because I tuned myself and I'm a level 1. I have 1 point available, and this is my start. My route is Avitas. You can have 1 of 5 different routes. More mining speed, added critical hit chance, more elemental resistant, added reach, or added maximum life, which you can see I gained an orange heart. From here I can go out to the other stars, and for example I can choose for a 5% increased maximum life, which is now active, and I use my point. I gain experience by building things. So if I start building out platforms, because like I did between episodes, because the my 2 chunk was not enough to have 2 rituals side by side. This one is 19 blocks wide, this is 11 blocks wide. And then of course there's the path on the side. Anyway, we need to get into Infusion, and I don't know if that is Starlight Infusion is actually quest, and then from here we will get into the final altar as well as the chalice, which is pretty good in helping out the Starlight Infusion. Okay, let's see, that one is done. I'm gonna need more liquid starlight, so let's keep that running. I put in a second tank. Infuser, which is this one. So we need 2 engraved, 2 chiseled, 6 marble, 2 aquamarine, 2 gold, and 1 star metal. Alright, that should be everything I need. And we should have plenty of starlight, I think. This is what we need, this is what we have. Not sure, but it's working. And the infusion table, where is that here? Ah, it is. Starlight Infuser also requires a multi-block structure. Oh, I actually thought that the ritual had finished, but it seems we're running out of starlight because the night is over, so it's been halted. It didn't finish, it just stopped, which is why the sound ended. So let's wait for this to climb. In the meantime, I'll gather all the materials I need. Let's try that again. We should have enough starlight now, as the moon is just rising. I gathered all the materials, the only thing I still need is 12 buckets. Oh, the bucket's in here, of course. 12 buckets of liquid starlight. But yes, here's our starlight infuser. And I think I'm gonna put it right here. So let's keep a gap. 1, 2, 3. Here is gonna be my lapis lazuli block. And then we're gonna build everything else around it. from this picture, it's quite hard to tell which block is which marble. I mean, yes, this is clearly the arch, but this one, for example, you can't tell. This looks to be the regular marble. The center blocks here and the corners here, you can't tell really, except that they don't seem to connect to the outside. And that tells me they're a different block, and then based on that, looking at the blocks we have, I'm assuming that there's going to be 8 ruined marbles in the center around the levels, and then 4 ruined marbles in the corners, which is what I did. But it's, well, we're going to find out. I need 12 buckets of liquid starlight. There we go. And fill them right here. And when you do the ritual, there's a chance that it uses some of the liquid starlight. And we're going to find out because we'll be doing a ritual soon. First, we should be looking, hopefully, for particle effects. Well, not seeing them. So let's just test it. Put in the aquamarine, right click it, and then see that nothing's happening. Maybe similar with the other altars, I have to replace it. And I'm also going to make it night because that will always help. But I'm pretty sure that the structure is correct. Yes, now it's working. This one, strangely enough, has no sound effect. I've used the Starlight Infuser in other packs as well to, for example, get 4 diamonds from one ore or 4 emeralds from one ore. In this case it didn't use any of the Starlight, which is good. So now we can teach it and get a few more. Because remember, we need the crystal. So we need 4 stardust. We need the tuned crystal, and then we need glowstone, and I think it was an aquamarine for, yes, aquamarine in the center. So let's make that one first. That should give us 14 of the illumination powder, and then let's now how it says it needs all of this. Where's the moon? The moon should be high enough. Ooh, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this. Let's unlink you from anything else and put all your energy in here. There we go. So we don't have a lot of energy to spare, but hopefully this is enough. And I might do another one, but I still want to try and split the one I have, otherwise I need to grow a new crystal. But hopefully this one is powerful enough. It's certainly beautiful enough. So we have a celestial collector crystal, collects stardust from Aphetus. And we can put the powder in here. We do need you. I don't think we need you for now. And we don't need you. You are done. Let's get some more starlight. Now I prepared the area for Botania. Shh, quiet you guys. We're gonna close all those doors. With coarse dirt to grow the pumpkins, and I use Botania flames, mana flames, on all the areas where I don't want the pumpkins to go, because otherwise they might grow here. I don't want to grow there, so I can actually place this here and throw you away and link you to all of these blocks. Unfortunately, those two haven't grown yet. I could still place a block and link it. So that once the pumpkin grows, it is still converted and is still going to be, yeah, it's still connected. So I can see white particles from all of them. Now, the next part was the let's see, cakey moors. Oh. That requires 2 white, 2 orange, 2 brown, and pixie dust, which is just a mana. Oh wait, actually pixie dust is probably something we have in here. So white petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Orange, right? And brown. Seeds. And then buckets of water. Alright. Let's see. We don't need you for now. I'm going to do... Actually, I need double the amount of seeds. Petals. For 4 of these flowers. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. There we go. Empty hand. And when we place these there, they should automatically be linked to the what's this, mana splitter, and you can see them all chewing away. You can hear them chewing away. Nice. So you should be getting loads of mana, right? Oh sorry, it's the one underneath that, of course, it's underground. Now, I wonder if I should replace that, because it may not be able to keep up. And of course I can make a new spreader, right? Because we have these mana spreaders, but now we can make the alpha mana spreader, because we can make an elementium and dreamwood. Dreamwood is just living wood in the elven portal. Living wood becomes dreamwood, and I think we have the elementium in here already. Elementium, there it is, and a petal. Anyone will do. There we go. Now I'm going to break the flowers. See, this one's already grown, it's already being turned into a new pumpkin. Do I have an elevator? I don't have an elevator here. So I'm gonna take out this mana spreader, and I'm gonna put in this one. And it's not gonna link itself. Hello. So let's see if that worked. Yeah, this is now linked to the mana splitter. We put these flowers back and we'll just wait. Oh, there's a bit of cake left. And basically this should constantly generate mana passively. Well, yes, passively, because as these grow and then they get turned into cakes and the cakes get eaten. So, okay, nice. It's not going to be really fast because you can see they don't grow really fast. Also, they don't convert really fast. I may have to put this in a ritual and increase its power that way. But for now, I'm happy with the setup. You may remember that I'm struggling with RF power, FE power, whatever. These are just not cutting it. 40k, 40 RF a tick, I think they're doing, right? So, as Strang suggested, I would look into combustion generator from Ender.io. There's no quest for it, but I want to make the enhanced combustion chamber, combustion engine, and that would fit with these other enhanced. So let's have a look at Ender.io before we wrap up this episode. And Ender.io enhanced combustion generator. I'm gonna need an enhanced machine casing and steel electrical. Oh, I haven't looked at end steel before yet. Okay, how do I get end stone? Oh, of course. Duh, I know. I know how to get end stone. By infusing sandstone with starlight. I get end stone. I knew it, just didn't think about it. So we have end stone, so now we can also make end steel, which is just dark steel with end stone and obsidian. Dark steel we did, obsidian we have, so we can make the end steel. What else do we need for the enhanced machine chassis? We need an end steel chassis. Well, that's easy. Oh, a reinforced machine chassis. Did we make? I think we made this, right? Soul machine chassis we have, end steel ingots. We can now get the end steel bars. Did I make the, what is it again? Reinforced machine casing. Yes, we did. Okay. Let's see, and then we need the soul chassis and 2 of those, somewhere end steel. That should be enough to make these, to make these. Okay. The only thing we now need is the dye blend, which in this case is enhanced dye blend, which is grains of, yeah, that's a tricky one, grains of piezoality, I think, which is a pulsating crystal, which is pulsating iron in a diamond. Pulsating iron nuggets and a diamond, not mana diamond, sorry, just a regular diamond. Gives us a pulsating crystal, which we teach, which we grind. Meantime, let's see what else we got. For our EMC, we need 4 of those. We need quartz, dust, powder, whatever it is, and we need the black organic black dye for enhanced dye combined with you You can go in there, gives us a enhanced machine chassis. And first thing I want to do is the combustion generator. So let's see, end steel, electrical steel, pressurized fluid tank is dark steel, right? Yes. And I believe those are all the parts that I needed. And of course I've also all of them put them into our EMC table. So this is going to be the machine that we're going to be using for power, but it requires fluids. And if you look at the recipes, show recipes, there it is. Now I can take water on one side, or I can take vapor of levity on one side. I don't think there's a difference. If you look at, say, canola oil and water, it's 20 to 60 like FE predicted. This is micro infinity, but it's basically the same. 12 to 73 millibuckets for this one, and this also produces 60, but it requires 838 to 500 to 5,000 millibuckets? Tick per millibucket. Oh, okay, so this lasts a lot longer. But vapor of fluidity requires a lot of work, dew, grains, blah blah blah. I don't think I want to go with this one. I just go with water. I don't. I mean, it's gonna not last as long, but it's an infinite source anyway. And then the second part is going to be either canola oil or refined canola oil, crystallized oil, empowered oil, or hooch or rocket fuel. Now, oh sorry, or firewater. None of these have EMC. If you look at the buckets of oil, none of these have EMC. But with refined canola oil, it's quite easy to do, which is this one. And if you look at the manual, you get canola plants, and then you put them in a presser, and that makes canola oil, which you then put in a fermenter, makes refined canola oil. And I think that's going to be the way forward. So my plan in between episodes is I'm going to remove this farm. It's not big enough anyway, because I have 41 tier EMC seeds. I need 41 rows. I may use this stretch here to grow the plants, and then I can set up this area as a canola field with farmers, with canola presses, fermenters, making fermented canola oil with water into the enhanced combustion generator, and hopefully that is going to give me 120 FE per tick, which is 3 times as much as these. Yeah, and maybe even, we're going to go, of course, for the highest tier capacitor, right? I should, by the way, I almost forgot. I should teach you. Yes, thank you. So, yeah, I think that's the easiest, the best route forward for now. We can easily pump in all the liquids. I'm not sure how they're going to stack, because, of course, these are higher blocks, but we'll figure out something. But that's going to be my plan in between episodes, is set up new EMC seed farms over there. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to take out this. I quite like this tower, even though it's currently without function. Over there, I'm probably going to take out that jungle, or maybe this jungle area, eventually once I get to the higher tiers. Initially, I could probably start in the back and have one field and come up here, and at some point we clear out this area. So I'm going to move that over there. I'm going to set up a canola field. I'm going to set up canola presses. This is all not too usually interesting to watch on camera, I think, anyway. I will show you all the steps next time. I'll show you the recipes maybe next time. And then we get our power replaced with enhanced combustion power generators. And hopefully that's going to make it easier to use the machines here without running out of power, and without constantly supplying this, because it's already empty again with the charcoal. Now, I've been emptying this a few times. it's really, 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 really slow. I wish I could get more EMC. We're down to 2 million or less, 1.8 million. I wish I could get better EMC. Maybe if our mana production keeps up, I could take another batch of these bronze ones. Let's see, because these are the ones that turn to platinum. Or I could use Conjuration Catalyst. That is really not that hard to make. And convert these. And these are 17,000 each. Yeah, I might do that in between episodes as well, and I'll show you the results next time. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please click the like button. If you have any questions or feedbacks, I read them all, and I listen to you guys. If you give me ideas, I listen to you guys. So put them in the comment section, and if you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. And until then, thanks again for watching and take care. Bye bye.